Good Thursday afternoon, everybody. It is Kim coming at you live here at Storm Quilt Shop in Alcester, South Dakota. I have a huge live unboxing to do today. I told you yesterday that there would be some amazingness, and boy, oh boy, is there. I only have two lines to show you. They're both from Moda, but let me tell you, there is a ton of fabric here. One line is 25 SKUs. The other one, I believe, is close to 40 or like 38. So much to show you. I had to write down little notes so I couldn't forget the things. So let's kick it off so that I don't forget all of the things I want to share with you guys. So the first one I'm going to show you is from, of course, Moda, because that's a big Moda day. This is Acorn Hollow. So the color palettes in this line are, and I'm not joking when I say these, soil, eucalyptus, yam, apple, ecru, oh, there's one more that I'm forgetting, and maize. So I'm just going to show you the prints. This first one here, this is, if you like it, I'm going to tell you what is exactly called here on our website. This is called, of course, Acorn Hollow and Campfire Text and Words. So it is a directional print. This is in the soil. I wish it maybe didn't show, so it's not as purpley as it's kind of maybe looking on this video, but this is very small, fine print font. I couldn't even tell you what it all says, but I see the words festival, harvest moon, Thanksgiving, kind of all things fall. It comes in 3 colorways. This is the soil. This, I believe, is the sage. This is the apple. It's kind of a pink color. And then the ecru. The next print is called Yield Blenders Geometric Dot. So as you can see here, it comes in 3 colorways. Let me see if I can get these out without having much of a shadow. So this one here is the maize color. This is the sage, I believe. This is the lighter one. And then this one, I believe, is the eucalyptus. So there's kind of 2 versions of green you'll see in these prints. One's a sage, one is a eucalyptus. The next print is called Butternut Blenders. Butternut, like the vegetable. Butternut Blenders. So this is that beautiful apple. That's what they're calling this pink color with that ecru kind of porcelain in the background. Here is the tonal. This is like yam. That's what they call this yummy orange color. Yam and soil. You can see the detail of the little acorn and its leafy vines. This is soil on black. So it is black. And then this one's more of a tonal ecru and kind of like a linen color. The next print, and when I saw this one, I'm like, I have to do something with it. I don't know what. This one is called Hayride Checks and Plaids. How fun is that name? So a little bit different than just a normal like plaid print, but they added on just a little square and a little circle, just kind of give it something different. I really love that. This has the eucalyptus, the sage, and that ecru color. This one features more of the soils and the yam. And then this one is that lighter version. This one I love. It's very yummy. Not only do we have some amazing prints with this new line, but there's also new grunges that are also included in this because Acorn Hollow is designed by Basic Gray, who makes grunge. So the colors are, this one's yam. Again, I can't remember. One is eucalyptus and one is sage. But I'm going to go with this one's eucalyptus and this one's sage. I could be wrong, but those are the 2. This pink is the apple color. This is nutmeg. And then this one is soil. Very just yummy brown colors. They're just, they just remind me of fall, like all things fall. The next print that I'm going to work my way over. See, I have little notes on these so I don't forget. This one is called Twiggy Florals. So this is on the soil background. I know it looks black, but it's soil. And then it has that little hint of pink you can kind of see in the flower pods with that yam color. Here it is in the pink. So different. Same print, but just that different color palette makes everything pop. This is maize, that kind of yellowishy golden color with that beautiful sage peeking through. Kind of reminds me more of a cotton puff that you see kind of growing alongside the roads. And then that one's the eucalyptus. I also love this next one. I love the name of it. This one features all the things that you're going to find in the hollow, if you will. This is called Flora and Fauna with novelty bugs. All the animals that are going to live in the hollow making this little foresty friends. We have everything from spiders, I know they make things happen, to honey badgers. Now, we don't have these here, so I'm glad they put in the cute badger. Who knows? It's not a skunk, I'll tell you that. We have the river otter. I love them. I'm not a fan of birds, but look at this tiny little robin. He can stay as this little sleepy fox. So this is on the ecru background. Here it is in that eucalyptus, that darker one, and the soil. I love these prints. Look, there's even a little grasshopper. I can look through these over and over and always find different animals, and I absolutely love it. The next print is called Gather Florals. So just a real nice, dainty kind of floral with vine print. Features all the colors that you're going to see in the line. Lots of those pink apples and the yams and the maize. This is that darker green. Here it is on the ecru. Yes, Melissa, the names of these new grunges are awesome. That's why I had to write them down. This is in the ecru, the maize, which is like the yellowy color, and then that beautiful pink, which I think makes those greens and the sages just absolutely pop. The next print is called Spice Florals. This is really different. It's very geometric. I can see the floral, but I also can see like just more of a geometric shape necessarily than a floral. Comes in 3 colors. This is the maize, which is it really wants to make it really light on this video. It is not that light in person. It's really light on the video. It's not. I don't know what's happening there. But here it is in the soil. So you have that beautiful pink and the other lighter yellows in there. And look at this stunning green. This is in the eucalyptus. You can see the the soil colors. That's what these dark browns are, along with the maize and the yam, just bringing that eucalyptus and sage to life. And the last print here, this one is called Harvest Florals Wheat. So this is more of a striped print. It is a lighter green, although it's showing up a little bit creamy in this video, but it does kind of appear to be directional. Kind of seems like they're all going in one direction. 3 colorways on that one. That light green. This is that nutmeg, so the lighter brown with those beautiful pinks and golds, and on the ecru. So this is Acorn Hollow. It is available on our website. Unfortunately, Moda did go up in price. All the fabrics are going up. I know, it's the pits. It's the worst. However, they're still at a great price at $13.49, so $13.50, $13.49 a yard. We will be making a kit with it, but we haven't gotten to that point yet because we just got the fabrics. So that's Acorn Hollow. Put a pin in that one. We're totally changing direction with the next one. It is completely different. It is by designer Debbie Maddy. It is called Winter Chill. I have to tell you what it says on the salvages. I love the salvages of Moda fabrics. They always have something different. And it says, to appreciate the beauty of a snowflake, it is necessary to stand out in the cold. If that's not the cutest thing ever. So I have them all laid out here. Beautiful blues, amazing geometrics. I know it kind of seems to have this like batik vibe. It's not. It's just gorgeous blues. And so I had to write them down, the names, so that if you liked it, you can find it easy on our website at sewstormquilting.com. This first print here is called Snowflakes Winter. It comes in 3 colorways. Beautiful snowflakes, beautifully sized printed snowflakes that you could fussy cut apart, kind of do whatever you'd like with them. I'll show you what we did, or you maybe caught a glimpse of it at the beginning. But these colors are called Glacier, Midnight, and Frost. This next print is a one of herself. This is Crystal Geometrics. So it's kind of like what you would see on the inside of a snowflake if you were to really zoom in. The designer said that this reminded her of winter, January winter in Japan. So that's where her inspiration came from. This next print is called Diamond Geometrics. Again, still that beautiful inner snowflake, if you will, kind of a kaleidoscopy print. Two colors. This is in Dusk and Frost. Frost, Dusk. That's what I'm going with. The next one, only two, again, smaller line. This is called Icicle Stripe. So what the designer thought of icicles hanging from the buildings and whatnot in two different prints, or excuse me, two different colors, both very beautiful prints, a great binding. I think it also kind of looks like a sweater print in a weird way. This next one is called Snowdrift Blenders. Again, kind of has that kaleidoscopy vibe. Beautiful blues with the whites, kind of almost tie-dye. Comes in two colors, the lighter and the darker, which is again Dusk and Glacier. Dusk and Glacier, vice versa. The next one is called, there's three colors in this one, and this is Starlight Blender. Now, when I first looked at it, I saw hearts. It almost is kind of like this little flaw, if you will, but like, you know, purposeful. Comes in three colorways. The darker blue, well, actually, that's the medium blue. This beautiful light blue with the dark blue dots and that beautiful dark. On this one, you can really see the movement kind of in the background. So I thought that one was really neat as well. This next print, and there's only two more, and I got a panel to show you. This is called the Northern Star Blender. I love this print. We had a print similar to this a few years ago that had a little bit of metallic in it. And it just reminds me of that. Beautiful blues, kind of that Delfty color. Three colorways. I love it in the dark and in the light. The medium is also very stunning, but it does look so much more movement filled on the camera than it does in person. I absolutely just love how fabric looks different when you actually photograph it. It's so neat. This is another blender. This is Starry Night Dots. This one comes in four colorways. So we've got Glacier, Dusk, Midnight, and Frost. So you can see all the shades of blue. There's the medium. Here is the white, that beautiful dark blue, and a light blue. So nice blenders to work with your projects. And instead of doing a solid, they did more of just a, what they call an ice solid color. So kind of what ice would look like if it was just standing by its lonesome. And the three colors, that super dark, the white, and then that medium blue. Now, I have to lay out my panels. There's two panels with this line, and they're so stunning. They are snowflakes. I should have been a little bit better prepared for this part, but they have there are 8 snowflakes in each one of these panels. They're going to retail for $9. It's about 2/3 yards. I think these snowflakes would be a fantastic print to use with a 3-yard quilt. Any 3-yard quilt that's your favorite that has a big focal block, I think would work great on this. There's a couple Benertex patterns that are out there that use like a big panel block that would work up really well too. Comes in 2 colors, so you can have the white snowflakes with the dark blue background, or the white with the dark blue snowflakes. So these are the panels. Like I said, these are $9 each. The rest of the line is going to retail at $13.49. Yes, the price increase has hit us finally, but 8 unique snowflakes on each one of these panels. And then here is our shop sample. This was done by Lori, one of our part-time gals. We still have to get the binding on it, but it did get quilted. This is actually a free pattern from the Midnight Star Quilter, I believe. It is all half square triangles. That is all this pattern is. Half square triangles, the line, and white background fabric. How stunning is that? A perfect project just to make some half square triangles and go with it. You can make them any size. You can make it any way you would want to make it, because that's the amazingness that is just working with half square triangles and regular squares. So lots of options for you. Like I said, we're going to be making kits out of the Acorn Hollow. We haven't quite gotten there yet, but I wanted to show it because it's adorable. Lots of people have been waiting for it. We've been waiting for it. It was supposed to ship a long time ago, so we got it here. I wanted to show you. I still have a little bit more yet to show, but I'll wait. I won't do that today, because today was all about the Moda. Check back with us tomorrow for our Friday feature. And in the meantime, keep sewing up a storm. Bye.